Well, it's that time again. Yet another magic set is out. Phyrexia all will be one. This time we're going to do a jump-in event. We're going to try hard not to buy any magic cards or packs. We're going to save up our money, and we're going to do this a little differently. I'm going to do some jump-in events. Instead of buying packs, I'm going to buy some 1,000 gold games, get a few of the new cards, and start to learn what they actually do before I get into crafting any wild cards into the new set. Again, there's going to be a lot of duplicate cards in here. I already have them in my set, so I don't want to go nuts here. We're going with the Is It strategy. We're going with dragons, and we're going to take our time and read what these actually do. So this game is going to be played at full speed. I think you could maybe spare the 12 minutes to be with me for this. If you do, I greatly appreciate it. If it's your first time here, I would encourage you to subscribe. There is more Commander content on the way. In fact, we're going to be looking at some Simic strategies later, but that comes a little bit later on here. Our opponent seems to be very confused by what's going on. Their name is Frozen, and that's exactly what they seem to be. I shouldn't mock people or give them a hard time for that, because perhaps it's their internet, and I certainly know what it's like to have internet problems. So, as I was saying, this is something of a problem. Either that, or it just realized that I'm not doing anything for a very long time and timed out. But we're still waiting for our opponent to come online. There we go. All right. Nope. Not just yet. So anyhow, looking into this, I like what I see with the set, but again, at this point, I've been burned so many times by Magic, I'm just not even interested in buying any of these cards in paper, or I'll probably get my fat pack. I'll probably get my my box to start with, but that will come later. Are they actually going to time out on this? I think they are. Well, this might be the shortest jump-in video ever. It may not be a game here at all. I might just go ahead and... Oh, there we go. Well, it went to my turn. Here on the side, you can see what my deck consists of, and we'll go over it at the very end of this video, so you don't need to squint too much. As a matter of fact, I think I will get rid of that momentarily. I almost seem to have a non-game here. We are gonna come online here in a second, so stick with me if you will. Perhaps there'll be some entertaining music in the background or something to keep this moving forward. There we go. Glad to see that frozen player joined me. All right. First thing we're going to do is get a flyer on board. We can play a little bit loose and free with this because we know, well, there isn't going to be a lot of direct damage in this. I don't know which two packs they have strapped together here, but I'm going to risk it by putting a flyer out there, dropping this on board. It obviously has Toxic, I can tell by the animation. Up to one artifact. Hey, I like it. I like that a lot. Now I'm going to need to keep this around. I have a feeling that toxic creatures are going to be targeted removal bait more than anything these days. As a matter of fact, I mentioned the upcoming Commander content. A portion of that is going to focus on the proliferate mechanic, which I think is going to come back in a big way for this next set. Alright, they seem to be there. They seem to be past their internet problems. So as long as I keep this on board, as long as I keep this alive, I'm going to have a 4/4 flyer. That's going to come in handy. Evasion, never ever ever underestimate the power of evasion. We seem to have all the mana that we need at this point. I'm not sure if that's just the algorithm smoothing things out for us or what, but let's make sure we have all the sources that we need. The Dragon's Fire. This is, well, this is reprint of another card, so I just never play with dragons that much. Let's get this on board, and we're going to... What are they waiting for? Do they have a response for it? I guess at this point they could tap, remove one of their counters, and actually get to draw a card. But Dragon's Fire, do I just go ahead and do this now? I've got the mana available. I've got them on a clock with that 4/4 flyer. 5 mana for that. Let's spend our mana in the most efficient way possible. I will pay the additional cost. I don't care about them drawing a card because that paralyzes their creature. So let's get that one that has trample. Again, I fear toxic and poison counters. So playing red, they probably don't have anything that they can slip toxic in on, but again, it's a new set. I don't know. Why is this happening? Well, the game is proceeding and I am recording, so that's fine. Go ahead, swing in for 4 flying. If I can get them down to a 3-turn clock, this will be a very brief game. What are you thinking? Okay, yeah, go ahead and draw. Tap the creature, draw. Probably now, if I had swung in with anything else, they would have surely blocked it. So at this point, I fear another flyer coming on board. But even if they put up a flyer, I will drop a flyer. See what this dragon does. Okay. Legendary creature. Alright, so this is, the reason I'm also doing the jump-in events is, again, I get a chance to get a look at these new cards, and I get to look at them under actual playing circumstances here. 2 mana. I should press... I've got them on a 3-turn clock. I should go ahead and press that advantage. Let's drop... No, let's drop this, so that if they do put down something that has reach, or they do take out my flyer, I'm still going to be able to get through for damage. They seem to be contemplating it deeply. They're probably doing the same thing I am, which is reading the cards, because reading the card explains the card. Alright, let's go ahead, swing in, get him down to 8. And then one more hit should be all I need. Go ahead, draw that card, see if they can scramble and draw into something good. And with that, I think we've won this game already. We're going to take a second afterwards to look at the cards that we have in this pack. This will give you an idea of what you will pull if you do the jumpstart cards. So I will put the list in there. This isn't any kind of exciting homebrew, but it will give you an idea of what cards to pick if you are going to play in a jumpstart event. That looks great, but you know what? I don't care. I can easily take the damage, drop a land, drop the creature, and I don't think any of this matters. Oh! It isn't the commander. Alright, well that's interesting. They're now building cards with... Well, they've always been building cards with a commander in mind, haven't they? Alright, let's put that down a little bit just to make it easier. I don't think it's matter. My flying damage is going to be more than enough to kill him. So, a quick look at Jumpstart and what the packs contain. Let's minus this. I don't think they've got any shenanigans. It's not like they're going to pull a Is It Fog out. And, yep, next. There is. And next. Yep. Game over, man. All right. So, that was easy. And there's the toxicity that we were expecting. At least it wasn't played on us. That's our victory. So, go to the show notes just to see what those jumpstart packs contain. Claim my prize. Get my reward. Yeah. All right. Got a card. Yeah. Let's take a quick look at what this deck contains. All right. Draw a card, discard, Syncopate. All right, so we know these are cards that are, a lot of these are going to be reprints. A few new ones. I like that. All right, Dragon's Fire, same old Dragon's Fire. Getting more mana. Yeah, Prophetic Prism, that's one I used to play back when it was in Standard. Mysterious Tome. Toxic, okay. And Toxic 1. What do you think of the Toxic mechanic? Does it limit the poison counters enough? Is this going to blow up in Commander? Are we going to regret that? Is the CAG going to have to choose to make some modifications to their rules? Or do they just deal with it? Treasure, always like that. Young Blue Dragon, Quicksilver Fisher. All right. Wrathful Red Dragon. All right. Not bad. That's what's in the Jumpstart packs here. Again, I'm kind of scrolling through this fast, but you'll find this in the show notes. So anyhow, thanks for taking the time to join me here, and we'll see you next time. Look for that more Commander content coming soon.